The Innovators is brought to you by the Jamaica Yellow Pages. What will you discover today? Columbus Business Solutions, the Jamaica Business Development Corporation, The Gleaner, Future Services International, and Silver Star Motors. Meet the Innovators, Yannick Page and Gary Matalin. Over the next several weeks, they'll be helping aspiring and struggling entrepreneurs to make more money. Yannick Page launched her first business at age 17 and knows how to start a business on a shoestring budget. She's a certified trainer in entrepreneurship and workforce innovation and is also the founder of the award-winning company, Future Services International. Gary Matalin is the co-founder and director of New Stone Limited. This successful entrepreneur is also the co-founder of KLE Group, owners and operators of Fiction Lounge and Usain Bolt's Tracks and Records. This season, they met 12 new assignments and helped them to make more money. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from Season 3. Marlon Daly was truly innovative with his home DNA kit, cut to fit genetics.
Cut to Fit Genetics came about because of a personal experience. And one day, the mother of my child and her mother, we were sitting having a conversation, and she said something that I'll never forget. You know, she said that, boy, you can go and talk, you don't even know if your son is yours. So I stayed calm and said, you know, I can always do a paternity test. And I did the research and I found a lab to do the test. And it was a seamless process, and bulbs was flashing in my head, you know. I could really make a business out of this.
Marlon had a lot of work to do since his last boardroom with the Innovators. Let's see his progress since then.
During the show, I learned that I had to get clearance from the Ministry of Health in order to have the kits in pharmacies.
In order for it to be sent overseas, the Ministry of Health has to approve.
I went to the Ministry of Health, submitted the information, and on reviewing it, they actually gave me the green light to import the kits. One of the exciting things is that we are actually in negotiation to have a radio show. So go to my website, cuttofitgenetics.com, or like our Facebook page, Facebook/cuttofitgenetics, and keep up to date.
My name is Diane Green. I'm an author, and the name of my book is Turn That Foolish Idea into Dollars and Cents.
Remember Diane Green, a teacher turned author who had a rough childhood.
I was sexually molested and attempted suicide at age 16, and pretty much spent all of my childhood feeling as if you're not here, nobody will miss you, so it don't matter, because your space that you occupy is not that important. There were moments of happiness, but I guess because of all of that I went through and I internalized it a lot, it made being a child extremely difficult for me.
They don't know, and I said they don't know, oh boy. They see me smile, but they don't know what I feel inside.
I just kind of felt like I don't want to have to keep going through this over and over. It was difficult because it's not like my mom had the money. My book currently says Turn That Foolish Idea into Dollars and Cents, and that book really came out of my journey. I remember when I first thought that, you know, I want to stop working for other people because I think I'm talented enough to go out there and become a brand of my own.
How are you financed up to this point? How do you survive? How do you operate? Because you don't seem to have any other revenue streams.
No salary advances.
I don't understand.
Whatever it is that I've been doing so far, I take a salary advance, do what I need to do, pay for what I need to pay for. So it's very limited because then, you know, but that is what I do in order to move from one step to the next in terms of just trying to do the basic groundwork for the book.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Diane Green overcame all the odds and is adding the final touches to her first children's book and is on her way to making more money.
Innovators is about regular people like you and I who have an opportunity to make our dreams come true.
Next up is Stephen Gibson, the owner and creator of Jamaica's first online supermarket.
Door-to-door JA is a new grocery delivery service business.
So the people don't have to leave their house, number one, and number two, they're getting it at a better price than they would have done at the supermarket itself.
Definitely.
Stephen, who will be the main persons that you're targeting?
I'm not really focusing on one specific group within itself. As long as you use the internet and website, you can shop with us.
You can't just say everybody's going to buy. Because the truth is, not everybody's going to be willing to buy. And not everybody who is online is going to be willing to buy. So immediately I know that you're going to have to refine your target market some more.
After following the advice from the innovators, Stephen has seen tremendous growth in his business.
Because of this insight from the innovators, I know I can go out there and help to serve the wider community even better. StoreToDoorJA.com is now well equipped to go out there.
The dynamic duo of Shakara and O'Shane had some issues with their newly formed tour company. Let's see how they did.
O'Shane and I met back in 2006 in Advent Fellowship. We became friends, and one summer we were just browsing around thinking of how broke we are and what can we do that we love that can actually help us to solve this problem. And we both love to travel. We like to go to different places, so we said, why not do something that we both love? So we thought of a tour company.
Tell us a little bit about the back end. How do you run this business?
We have volunteers we try to get persons from different sections of the business aspect of it to volunteer with us, mainly our friends. All of these persons are working full-time, including ourselves at the moment.
Stop right there. You both have full-time jobs?
Yes.
So who runs the business?
Our jobs are fairly flexible, so it allows us some amount of free leeway.
You have a problem. Guys.
Serious problem there.
You have a big problem.
Shakara and O'Shane is now fully committed to their business. After implementing a new promotions and social media strategy, they have started to target foreign markets.
We truly want to thank you for inviting us into your homes, whether it's on your television or on your computer or laptop. We really appreciate the support, and we crave your further support and prayers as we continue to offer you Brand Jamaica.
Coming up on The Innovators.
Anything that you do out there that's artistic, every business out there needs what we do.
Meet our Jamaica Yellow Pages competition winner, Daniel Hope of Stay Good Boutique. The boutique was launched on Facebook in 2012. The online store sells trendy female apparel and accessories via the internet and delivers product via Tara couriers. Daniel is the lucky winner of full-color quarter-column display ad in the 2015 directory and a platinum website bundle, courtesy of the Jamaica Yellow Pages. Congratulations!
Congratulations to all the persons who participated in the Jamaica Yellow Pages Innovators Facebook competition, and a special congratulations to the winner. We applaud the spirit of entrepreneurship, and we remain committed to helping your business to grow, flourish, especially in these tough economic times. This has been an exciting third season for us, and we look forward to more entrepreneurs partnering with the Jamaica Yellow Pages. We remain committed to small business by providing customized solutions to help your business grow, because we believe that as your business grows, we grow together.
Our next assignment, Trudy Ann Mulgrave, a young mom and talented makeup artist, sought help from the Innovators.
Tell me really, what is your vision?
My vision is to do makeup at the highest. Further to that, I'd like to be able to make makeup.
Okay, so your aim is to, also do your own line one day.
Right.
You have existing clientele that you work for now?
So I do, but the problem with that is Unless I am doing makeup for a production group or media house, I do not repeat my clients, so to speak.
Why wouldn't you have repeat customers having done a video shoot? Once you've done good work, Judy, you must get repeat customers.
Let's find out how Trudy has been doing.
So since the show aired, I've definitely made positive changes. My Facebook page, first of all, from my portfolio, was boosted over up 100% from the viewing of the show. Advice from the innovators has definitely made my business much more sustainable. I've gained a lot more corporate clients. That is just priceless, it is. So of course, I'm definitely out there much more sustainable. Thank you, innovators, thank you so much. Thanks for supporting me, God bless.
Mark Laird created his own line of lit bistro tables, but he only had one client.
So, you're in the event rental business.
Yes.
Seems to be a pretty crowded space. Tell me what's different about your company.
Well, right now, my company specializes in renting LED furnitures.
What are your numbers like, Mark? And what kinds of revenues are what kind of revenue did you do last year? What are you aiming for this year?
On average, I make about probably 40,000 a month.
When you said 40,000 a month?
In income.
Total revenue? Sales?
Yeah, on average.
40,000?
Yes. You're right, yes.
40,000 a month is not enough to keep you full time. So I mean, if you really want to make a big business out of this, you have to get your revenues up.
After focusing on securing more clients, Mark has increased his profits and is making more money.
I want you guys to look out for me, look out for the business. You can visit our website, strictlyeventsjamaica.com, to get more information on our products and services.
Kimone Myers, a jewelry designer and photographer, passionate about her work, needed help with establishing her newly formed business.
Doing things with my hands and so on comes from my dad, watching my dad since I grew up. He used to make machines and so on as parts of his business. And my goal right now is to eventually merge jewelry and photography into one product, because I've never done a training for this. This is strictly out of my heart.
What is it that you really want to achieve out of this? Do you see yourself as an artist making a business from this, or do you really want to work for someone else?
No, I do this full time. I mean, I think I'm one of the few artists who can say that I do this full time. Everyone else that I know has a job and they do this on the side.
Whether you paint, you draw, you make jewelry, you do photography, videographers, anything that you do out there that's artistic, every business out there needs what we do. Keep on doing what you're doing.
Kimone received overwhelming support after her episode aired and doubled her profits. She's definitely making more money.
I have to thank God, because without him, as cliche as this sounds, truly without him, it could not have been possible. Looking forward to serving you to the best of my ability. Let's make it happen. Live Jamaican, buy Jamaican, build Jamaica.
Clancy Williams, a tradesman, desperately wanted to establish a business around his skill.
I'm coming from afar, still got far to go. Journey's just begun.
Your business is customized cabinetry and countertops. You don't have a showroom that I can walk into and see a line of counters that you provide.
No. So, okay, tell me what your revenues are like for last month, this month, and what's your target? What are you hoping to earn?
I would be lying to you if we have like a target that we set.
Hold on.
With the help of the innovators, Clancy implemented a business plan that helped him to properly establish his business.
I was a tradesman, but I've grown from a tradesman and now transformed into a businessman in terms of supplying my customers the quality that they need to get.
The self-proclaimed cake bosses of Jamaica, Sujan and Preston, undoubtedly had skills, but they had a huge problem as well.
How do you arrive at your pricing?
How we work out the pricing is this. The cost for the cake itself, in terms of the products that we use to get the cake done.
So are you making money?
Yes, we are making money.
We are making enough money to survive day to day, but we're not at our full potential.
Give me an idea, what's your production like now at this point in time? How many do you make in a given week on average?
On average, we make 3 to 5 cakes a week.
A week?
Yes.
And what's the cost per cake?
Our basic price is $7,800. each design or every aspect that you want to be added to the cake changes the price of the cake.
Stop 1 second. On average, you do 3
to 5 cakes per week.
5 cakes a week.
Yes.
And the average price would be?
Starting at 7,800.
How could that possibly be enough to pay Preston and meet your expenses?
Because we want to keep the prices at a level right now that we can actually get customers.
Listen, honey, you have a big problem.
After correcting some pricing strategy and standardizing some products, Forever Sweet became a success and they're definitely making more money.
Being on this show has really helped us a lot. Has really fine-tuned a lot of stuff that we were taking for granted. We just like to say thank you to the whole Innovators team for having us, for helping us out, giving us the much needed help that we needed, because we are definitely on our way to success.
One of the most important values to me, and I think for all business people, is humility. It allows us to be able to listen to our customers, hear their needs, and develop practices related to serving them better.
To have a sustainable business and to stay on top of your game, you have to innovate, you have to be sharp, and to do that, training is so important. You have to continuously be learning.
People start businesses out of need. Entrepreneurs need to start thinking about opportunity. Don't just start a business because you have to. Start a business because you've identified an opportunity, you've seen where there's a market, and you're ready to capitalize on it.
Well, there's 3 things that, if you get it right, represent success. Firstly is to be able to create, through our technology, new opportunities for our customers. Secondly is to maybe generate some efficiencies in their business. And finally, and most importantly, to reduce the total cost of operating for them.
There's nothing worse than not being able to service debt. And the second thing I would say is you have to be innovative, you have to be creative, because in a changing environment, you have to do things that are different.
Patrick Wallace, a chef with big dreams from Seaview Gardens.
I started working at 15 years old. I try and pursue a career in chef, and that put me right here on the spot now, where I can own a little business for myself.
You're in Seaview Gardens?
Yes, that's the location I opened.
So you just really started in your backyard?
Yes.
Because you don't have the money to really go.
No, I don't have the money. I don't have.
But Patrick, here is a problem I have with you straight out. We couldn't reach you because you didn't have a phone. We couldn't send you an email because you don't have an email address. So right away, you lock yourself off from many opportunities, you know. Because if you don't have a phone and you don't have an email address, how are people going to communicate with you? How am I going to find you? I can't just come to Seaview Gardens every time I want Patrick.
Shortly after Patrick appeared on The Innovators, he was contracted to work with some corporate companies.
I thank Gary and Yannick for the exposure, Innovator and a whole. I thank everybody for helping me. I thank my family for the support that they give to me, friends, neighbors, and well-wishers. Thanks a lot.
Joni Ellis, owner of the Little Helper Services, needed some help with her business.
A couple of things inspired me to start this business. My friend just wanted a helper and he said, Joni, can you find me a helper? I'm known like that among my friends. And I said, okay, and I linked another friend that had a helper and how much to work, and the helper said she's $1,500 for the day, and I said to my friend, how much you paying? And he said $3,000. I'm like, wait. That's $1,500 right there, you know? So I made some money, and then he told a friend, and a friend told a friend, and it pretty much started from there.
So Joni, is there something different about your business that you're going to be bringing to the table?
What's different about my company is the service that we offer.
Who is your customer? Who is your target market?
Our target market can be pulled from any age group, depending on the services that we offer. We have single moms.
Hold on, Joni.
we see this, it's very typical in entrepreneurs where the market is a bit too broad, and because of that you end up diluting your communication.
Who manages your Facebook and Twitter?
I do. I did some investigation in getting somebody else to do it because I do still have a 9-to-5, and that's really a challenge, especially.
Hold on. So who runs the business?
I do.
Joni Ellis listened keenly to the innovators. She's now using social media to her full advantage, and she also hired an assistant to handle the admin side of her business.
I'd like to thank the innovators. Look out for Little Helpers services. Little Helpers Big Help. We're going places. You can follow us on Twitter at Little Helpers JA, like our Facebook page. If you want a professional service, Little Helpers Services, Little Helpers Big Help.
This season, we also featured our first celebrity assignment, Stacia Scarlett.
Stacia to the top. Since entering into the music industry in about 2003, I was always a little heavy. And then about 3 years ago, I decided that, listen, this is it. I first opened Cafe Scrumptious, where I did, lighter stuff, sub sandwiches and smoothies and wraps and stuff like that. And I realized that a lot of people were getting into that mode of eating healthy and wanting to lose weight. So I say, you know what, this is my beginning.
You have a lot of things going on. There's a menu part to it. There is the exercise part to it. How does it work? Explain it to me.
Okay, it's a package, and what we first do is we structured everything depending on the needs of the client. We first decide the calorie count that you need to be on because of how much weight you want to lose. The next thing is telling them what to eat is one, but preparing it is the next. So that's why I realized that, okay, I have to do delivery for them to make sure that, okay, it's on time and it's the right portion.
She don't make it feel like you want to give up. She's very motivated, and I like that. And our customer service, she deliver our food on time. Really like that, because I cannot get up to cook no food. If she ever give me a list and tell me to cook and prepare that, I won't do it. As I told her today, I'd rather cook some mackerel and rice. But I like the customer service, love the delivery, love the food, and I love the program.
Give me an idea of your pricing. I mean, who is this service targeted at?
It's everybody. There's a plan to suit everybody's budget, schedule, and needs. Right.
But you must have a specific target, because you can't.
Listen, trust me when I say it's for everybody, because I can format it to fit your pocket.
So Stacey, are you sure there are no competitors in the market?
Locally, no, not even one. I just want to say thank you to the innovators for your encouragement, your advice, and of course, Yannick especially for being the main innovator and coming up with such a wonderful program with a concept that will be helping future entrepreneurs for years to come, and I'm just grateful for that. And of course to Jamaica and to my fans, thank you for always supporting me in all my endeavors. Call, me have my program them. Call me know that I have my business and I don't want it to stop.
All 12 assignments will agree that Season 3 was a success. Look out for a bigger and better Season 4. Thanks for watching. The boardroom table and chairs were provided by the Corporate Interiors International Limited. We sell solutions, not just furniture. Gary's wardrobe was provided by Max Brown Limited. For further information on any of our assignments, please visit us at facebook.com/innovatorstv or email us at innovatorstv@gmail.com. The Innovators was brought to you by the Jamaica Yellow Pages. What will you discover today? Columbus Business Solutions, the Jamaica Business Development Corporation, The Gleaner, Future Services International, and Silver Star Motors. The Innovators is